watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good spot, he's seen the run. He's through, now is he in? Great hit! Now it's Tura. Alvarez. Wan-Bissaka. And here's Barcola. Oh, what has happened here? And he's got his cross in. Goes forward. Turan looks to get on the end of this. Wan-Bissaka. He's looking to set free a runner. Barcola has it out wide and in space. Passing nice and neat. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's an excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Alvarez. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Barcola was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Stade Rennais, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Timber charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's a shade optimistic. It's just beyond his reach. Oh, that is... And the really well taken goal. Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Tonali. Ramsdale catches it safely. Can he spark a counter here? Olise. Isak. Can he put it away? Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Konate. Vietnam look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Valverde. Olise. And that could set him on his way. Gabriel deals with that comfortably. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Barcola. That's tidy. Isak! It's in! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Barcola really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Barcola could move up a gear here. And here's Isak. Defending was strong and firm. And he has been fouled there. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Stade Rennais can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Distributed tidily. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Cuadrado. Now it's Thuram. Thuram finds himself offside. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Alvarez. It's a sweet ball, that. Olise. And the shot! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Valverde. Looking for the runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 71 898.
60 minutes played. Cuadrado. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Deftly away. Aim forwards. Vietnam have reclaimed it. And that's put paid to a promising move. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Changement pour le Stade Rennais. Le numéro 19, le numéro 18, le numéro 21. À leur place, le numéro 7,
Nuno
le numéro
Mendes.
17, le numéro 11.
Mendes
Attention,
just
changement.
loves to go forward whenever he can. That's a nicely measured pass. Stade Rennais perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's headed upfield. Thuram being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Matheus Cunha. Pedri. Now it's Thuram. Shapes to shoot! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vietnam find a position of real strength now.
Changement pour le Stade Rennais. Le numéro 25, le numéro 3, le numéro 15, Cuadrado. À leur place, le numéro 13, le numéro 2, le numéro 9.
And it's
Changement.
Rudiger. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ruben Dias. Shifted upfield. Soulé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that is expertly dealt with. And the counter is on. Partey. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. if only the pass could have completed its journey.
Chouameni, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now, who's going to be first to this? That is good alertness. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Lookman! Danger averted for now. Isak. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that is that. Stade Rennais suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Thuram! Dealt with nicely by the defence. So, what can they make of this? And here's Isak.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Valverde. And that is expertly dealt with. Strong running down that left flank. DiMarco. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Olise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Tchouaméni.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Wan-Bissaka. Still goalless at the moment. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Matheus Cunha. Stade Rennais, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Timber. That'll do under the circumstances. Oh, well played, well played. Cuadrado. Isak. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Up he goes! Goal! Rennes! And Stade Rennais take the lead. What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Defending of the desperate variety. Wan-Bissaka. Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
I was going to be disappointed with that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Tchouaméni.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Cuadrado. Oh, that's fabulous. Cuadrado. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. Thuram touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Tonali. Olise. Valverde. For Olise. Valverde. Chooses to go back. He gets big! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Stade Rennais have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Cuadrado. Now Tonali. Tchouameni. Valverde. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, no joy this time. Now he's off and running. Barcola. Can he get onto this? Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And smartly reclaimed. Timber. Olise, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ruben Dias. And he's intervened well there. And here's Thuram. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away.
He's had a hit! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Olise. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Tonali. That's a super give and go. Cuadrado. And again, he sorted that out terrifically.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Valverde. Spread neatly. Valverde. Bout of passing here. Isak! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Barcola very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
Changement pour le Stade Rennais. Le numéro 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Vietnam take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've...
Real chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And the finish! He scores! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Vietnam are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Soulé is wide and looking to get onto this. Now this could be a chance, and the shot! It's in! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Nunez might just make this. Could move up a gear here. That's a nicely measured pass. Face to face with the... Has a goal! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Back into the middle. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Vietnam clearly now in lead preservation mode. And the counter is on.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
Pitches it off him. Pedri. Tchouaméni puts his foot on the gas. Tchouaméni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Soulé. Lookman. Lookman carries the ball down the right. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That is ended up in no man's land. Isak. Well, they can break here. And we're done. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Stade Rennais desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.